Welcome back to another stream of Witcher 3. Last time we left off, we had finished all of these side quests, and we are now ready to start doing the main quest. Chat. I was under the dilemma of not knowing whether I wanted to do the exploration and then the side quests, or if I wanted to do the quest first, but I've made my choice. What I'm going to do is we'll come over here, look at this, do the main quest, and we'll do the exploration as we go to new places from the main quest. Right? I think that's the best way of doing it. And then once we've wrapped the main quest, we can go do the few pieces here and there that we missed. So let's go ahead and TP, I believe. Yeah, right here. We'll come out here. We'll get on our horse. Go see what the exclamation mark is. Get that off the map, you know. Ooh, chill. Okay, Roach. Lock in.
With words?
Alright, that's what this is. The Prophet Liberia, all to St. Constructor's Monument. I think we've read this before, so I'm gonna give it a little skip. Custom marker, yeah, I mean, put that there, so I guess we'll rob the house, why not? And then once we finish up the DLC chat, I think we'll fix the stash once and for all, right? Sort out the house, and then, you know, that'll be us ready for the new Songs of the Past DLC. But then that's still a little bit away. We have quite a few things to do before we get to that point. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to the main quest.
Yeah. Faster,
I'm ready.
Faster.
And hopefully it gives good XP so we can have level 48 and make that sword I want to use. Put 7s on it. Although at this point of the game doesn't really matter because, well, yeah, no. Not many enemies left to fight. Weird. Got a little carried away, huh?
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
I'm assuming this is locked. Okay, well. I'm gonna kill these dickheads.
What now, you piece of filth?
Why is there a ghoul here? Ay. Well, I'm assuming the front door is, in fact, locked. And we have to go through there. I suppose we're about to find out.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong.
Yeah.
This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
As expected. I wonder where the other way is. If only there was some sort of marking on the map that would indicate where exactly to go. I'm gonna see what this is first. This little structure over here. Locked. What's this say? Let it be known that the Witcher girl split upon the laws of nature. Elspeth Mouse afterthought brought about the extinction of a noble species Regulus Platinum. Let him therefore be punished for his deeds. I call upon all members of society to raise their prices for this despicable customer. It's a lot doubt with nature.
A bushel of grapes is more a burden than that steel of yours.
Okay, that's cool. That's Shakespeare over here. Okay, now. Alright, let's see. Can I examine this before I jump down? I guess not. Alright, let's just go in then. Whee! Okay, now. Dude. Dude. How many attacks are you gonna have? Okay, now.
Decaying bones. Kikimores must have tunneled into the grave.
Oh, they must have.
Kikimores. There's plenty around here.
You think? They're still alive? How surprising. Well, I'm not gonna leave these eggs, you know? Get rid of them. Or kicking more eggs. I suppose they're not happy about me making their eggs. I think that was a scale up for the iron diet. It was very nice. It's exactly what we want to see. Can I break this? I can't. I must still look around first. What do we have here? Can I climb up? I can. I mean, there's less climbing up and more jumping up, I suppose. But even so. Night's Oath. Here rests a Ramanov kitchen. On my grave you will not find more likeness to the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul and body to the knightly craft and I wish remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword to defend my honour, my friends, and my heart. The sword is closer to me than a brother. The sword was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on a stone through the ages. Well, I took it. It's mine now. All that nonsense about honor and stuff doesn't really matter, but I can use it to make money. Oh.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Real.
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Well, I guess there is that one way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And
Why?
this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
I'm gonna be that fixated with it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
How convenient for us.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kermoran, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work?
Cap.
We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance.
Control
Once
resonant.
imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Well,
Rings
well,
pretty
well.
Intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Very well then, let's do it.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Now, and whose help would that be? Oh, but the raven, the crow. That'll do it. Yeah, I should have thought of that myself. How silly of me.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your
Spies
skills,
from the
my friend.
shadows,
It will
DBD
take them
reference.
some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Why not?
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Got a lot of secrets.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
A chance.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have
That's
been
awful.
alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
You should shave those sideburns, they look awful.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A
I can do
difficult
that.
and laborious
No big
process,
deal.
but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Well, well, well. Just like me then.
All right, give you one question. What do you want?
Actually, before we move on, he's a higher vampire. He has eternal life. Why does he look so old? Like, do they still have symptoms of aging, but it doesn't affect them? Is he gonna like turn into like some sort of wrinkled scrotum in 1,000 years? Who's to say?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always.
I think
I
Geralt
like being
does.
on the path. Like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Roach, can you get out the way? You're interfering with my cutscene and dialogue. I guess it's not that big a deal.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Unfortunately not.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible.
What, they were extinct?
My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity.
Siblings or lovers?
Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the
These
estate,
nuts.
it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Well, let's go have a little
Let's
look-see
do
then, eh?
this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
I'm gonna ask it to
So,
spit in my mouth
see you
and then
later.
carry it to
Yes,
you.
till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
I mean, what? Who
Tomes?
said that?
Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Alright, where do we go, man? Read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. I'll consider it. Let me first rob this guy.
I shall set up my gear, start brewing residence. No reason to delay.
Who am I in combat with? Okay, well, I don't need to be in combat with some dickhead. Alright, let's rob him. What do you have to rob him? Give me that. That's the little hole we blew out. Yeah, give me that.
Decoction coming along? Doing all right?
What's
Better than
that?
you. No sign of the white's brew or its salivary glands, I see.
Well, I'm here to rob you, man. Well, I thought before falling asleep, if there's no death, does life exist? It is a very interesting feeling, as people on Putin's have it to great effect. Sometimes I would like to stop thinking. If we had a great God as the humans have, what would he be like? People justify bad deeds by good intentions. I'm not sure if there's a greater idiocy. I would drink the freshly squeezed blood of an infant. I know I can't, but that velvety taste will send me to sleep. I strive to live like a person, and it means that I've ceased to feel good among people as well as among And it means that I've ceased to feel good among people as well as among my own. Maybe I made a big mistake. I've always wanted to write. I'm very tired and fuck it all. But don't think about the present, you should remember old times or worry about the future. I have a feeling that my friend Datlife will die. I am sad. What is he doing? Regeneration potion formula. 8 measures of vervain extract. Vampire Diaries reference. Leshen Bang, Sancrum, Alphantra. Broth made of young mandrake shoots. Grind for large ingredients, add the smaller ones whole. Boil everything in a bronze kettle using crystal water. Consume the mixture twice daily in half-measure doses. Do not exceed the recommended dosage. Fucking hell, what am I saying? I'm just saying random fucking nonsense, it seems. Biography of the Vampire Regis from the Quill of Dandelion. One of the most extraordinary individuals I've encountered during my numerous adventures at Geralt's side was the vampire known as Regis. To be precise, he was known as Emil Regis Rahalak Terziev Godfrey. By his own reckoning, he was 428 years old, and was the descendant of unfortunate beings trapped in our world during the conjunctional spheres. You are surely thinking, dear reader, about catacans, elves, and other such monsters, and are pondering how it was that the Witcher, who must be admitted as a slayer of monsters, came to keep such company. I must explain that Regis was a higher vampire, a creature which physically does not differ all that much from a man. Higher vampires are also much more powerful than their wild contraries, and their regenerative abilities significantly outpace those of anything else you've encountered or can even imagine. But it's not because of his outer appearances or inner strength that Regis became our dear companion. Sure, he could be pretentious and rather pompous in his frequent length perorations. But one would be hard-pressed to find in him the haughtiness usually present in higher beings. Regis valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless forced to do so. As he once confessed, higher vampires do not in fact need to drink blood at all in order to survive. They treated somewhat as we treat alcohol. A rough grasp of this dynamic might be given to by the fact that when we met him, Regis had been absent for years. He revealed to us why he decided to join our search for Ciri. He had never met her before, nor did he live to see her. He died at Stig Castle during the battle against the Mad Mage Vilgefortz, who was responsible for the whole affair. He died for a cause which he surely did not fully understand, but he did to defend those he held dear and simply because it was the right thing to do. I shall always remember as a royal surgeon reeking of herbs, as we came to us during our first encounter to defend Khan Necropolis. He treated me and my companions to a fantastic brew he made from mandrake root. Wherever you are, my friend, bottoms up. Right, hopefully there's no more books to read. We shall see. Arcadus Borovic lived to a ripe old age. In fact, he lived so long he died of boredom. Ah, no, it'd be like that. Me waiting for a bit of a Dawnwalker to come out. And then we've been down there. Alright, well, let's see the bastry then. Is it a relic? Let's see. Spotted. Right. Nope. Is it a spectre? Nope. Don't suppose it's a vampire, right? Nope. Is it an Urgoid? It is not. I don't suppose it's a necrophage. Oh, it is. Best defense against spotted rights, stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted rights by Roderick Gilligan. Spotted rights were subspecies of right which were then to stray from extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted rights would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, create and bruise from their own emissions. But not disturbed, spotted rights would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months when Christmas was seasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said that witches found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Erdent sign, or at least so claims witcher lore. Or you could just smack it until it's dead. You know, and that seems to work for most things, I must say. Alright, Roach, let's get out of here. Come on. Yeah, Roach. Roach. What is up there? Is it just a bunch of ghouls? No, it's just one of them. Alright. Oh. Oh man. Roach. No, it wouldn't be so scary, Roach, if you would just fucking move instead of standing still. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, where are we going? Here? I mean, that works, because we can look at this and then come in here and do this. Yeah, it works perfectly. Works perfectly. Two birds, one stone. Type shit, type shit. Say wallahi, bro, say wallahi. undiscovered location. What do you reckon it's gonna be, chat? A place of power? Something else entirely? We about to find out. Oh, monster nest. I think. I've got treasure. Oh, foglets. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. You guys were not nearly as strong as you guys used to be. What a bunch of weaklings. Isn't that right, chat? Bunch of weaklings. Give me all the loot. Alright, what have we got? Spoon made of pure gold. Interesting. I've lost them. My dearest, someone has stolen them. My darling, my treasure, my spoon. That creature from the Carabetta woods must have been it. All the helpers for towns and boys would talk about missing spoons for much time now, indeed. Since this creature stolen pottery from all Beauclair has not yet been caught by a valiant guard, it means it must be clever. Tricky, even. Anyone clever can be swayed by arguments, especially financial ones. Where's my jeweler Maffenberg to make me a spoon out of pure gold which I shall take to the Carabetta woods? To find that monster and propose a trade. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. Well, didn't work out for you, huh? Yeah, fortunate. Got killed by foglets before you even got close. How sad. What the hell are those noises we're listening to, man?
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
What do you mean? Barkers are a great omen. Wow. Nice try. Nice try. Okay, now, man. I guess the bar guests don't hear the noises we're hearing. Ow. I hurt. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit though.
Regis' raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. They're quite clean too, all things considered. Gotta get rid of all the bargists first and have a little look around properly, right? Alright, a bunch of foglets. Let me get rid of them. Why is the foglet going crazy? Oh well, guess it's not a problem anymore. Alright. Let's go up to the structure then. I think it's time. I think it may be time.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Nah, don't be silly. Don't be preposterous. I wouldn't do that. Oh, what's the end?
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
No, that's not a horror. Let's just leave. I think leaving is a good choice.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Oh, what's this? So blatter. Marlene, my dearest daughter, you've no idea the pain it causes a father to write these words. A father who must abandon his own child cease to be a father, and his heart shall never know comfort. Sadly, as a result of what has happened, I have no other choice. We, along with the rest of the household, must abandon our estate. Because that curse took you from us, leaving in your stead a mindless, bloodthirsty creature. We shall go north to Korea, and if you read this letter, which could only mean return to human form, what to look for is there. My partner promised each year sending an envoy, he'll be tasked with checking in on you. Seeing if you are alive, and if so, in what form. Proof that you will once again be my beloved Marlene, gives me the strength to live on. Perhaps the curse will not last forever. Perhaps someone will come along who can lift this burden from you. Farewell, your loving father. How sad.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some White saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Ah.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
I think we should do this side first.
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Put the baby in the oven. For a few days now I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist, I have a repulsive old crone looking like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture to drink twice a day, it's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I should check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles. I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts, it's horrible. Just because of those damned herbs. I wanted the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. I just didn't know what happened to me and liked it. My family started to suspect something, although I'm cutting her hair back, which is going back faster and faster. My friends put the idea in my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I will have to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat, I want to eat, not a good spoon, empty spoons. Nothing, eat it, hurt, mirror lies, no. Ah!
The girl realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Yeah, what a... I would just simply not change. Well, that's me. You know...
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster.
I wonder who.
Journal's author, maybe?
Perchance. Alright, let's go look
No
inside this
spoon
room
you
then.
have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Why don't you use a fork and knife?
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Idiot.
A spinning key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
This is the first item up for auction, an antique spoon key forged at Christopherson Son's workshop in 1210. Belongs to Smiggle Circus, owner of a peasantry. Well, I will be sure to do that. When I'm done here. We shall see.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you
Already
have shall
read this.
sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. White's obsessed, a real collector, thoroughbred.
Oh, yeah, I've had a look at that. Yeah, it's yellow. Not red. There's a downstairs, which we can check out later.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck.
Oh, interesting.
Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Woman's name
What interesting
scratched
way of
into
going
this
about
wooden
it.
spoon. Romantic.
Dear Master Levusa, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I've drawn you out here or you cannot meet in person. You see, my present situation in any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet. I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope I have turned to you, side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, but wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much as you can about the medicine she gave me. My suffering as a result of her weakness, then may here provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I would have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast on me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting Surrey for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you doubly. Sadly, all I know of him is that he sold mirrors. Going to dear. I'm aware this is not much aid for your hunt. Yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamare. Why is going to a dame involved with everything, man? It's a good thing we banished them. Like a right dickhead. I hear something breathing? Question mark?
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
If you
Another
say so.
spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's
I hear
obsessed.
something down there.
Real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Hope there's a drop of brew left in the cauldron for Regis.
Ooh. I'll take that.
Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Could say that.
Spoon, pretty ordinary, maybe a little old.
Could say that indeed. Now let me do a quick save right there. Go look down here before I go to the cauldron.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Monstrous curses and their description. Introduction. Curses sheets are followed to a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. A variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse, and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who's been cursed changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse. Someone whose conscience is clear and has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power enough to grieve can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful.
Spoon, pretty ordinary, maybe a little old.
We're gonna fight something here.
Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
I hear movement. If we get a fade to black cutscene, we reload, go back up to the cauldron chat.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
I don't see anything. Locked, key required. Alright, let's go back to the cauldron chat. I suppose the game will probably have us go down that way soon anyway. We shall see.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Well, well, well. I guess we're jumping in the closet. Wow. So pretty. Right, chat? Who wants to get married to this thing? Why attack it? We can try to lift the curse instead. We gotta fix what going to them did.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
We're really gonna have
You tried to bring folk
that
here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
I really don't want to eat whatever this green thing is.
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
It's definitely not this. So it's either this or this. But I feel like if we swap spoons, then they now have that spoon, so it can't be that one either, right? But I feel like this was bait, and this one's not gonna work. But that thought in itself might be bait. Let's try number 3, and then we'll, if that doesn't work, we'll reload and do 1.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
And now, surely this is it, right? What the hell did we just drink? Look out of a Witcher mutation.
You need to see your likeness.
The fuck up. Or even get out of a witch mutation to stumble. It must be bad. He's got the toxic shit on his face. Alright. We need to not quick save.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
I need to not quick save until we figure out if this is the way or not. Did it work? Please. Overcome your impulse of quick saving. Real shit. Man, I am so much weaker about the toxicity buff. Oh, okay, there's more. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my decoctions. Never mind, I can't. Real shit. I almost just quick saved out of habit. Did it work? Oh no.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
Oh, I think her family's dead then. The one from the letter. She's old as hell. Fortunate. So sad. Oh well.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Go on to a damn fucking get everything up. I think that's the right one, but I'm still gonna reload. Try the other one.
So I
We'll
took
do
her
a
by the
manual,
hand
obviously.
and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid.
Over 100.
Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Alright.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
And we leveled up too. Hell
Sir,
yeah.
we received a shipment of wine from the Bellegarde vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Mathilde and Monsieur Liam. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
If you say so. Alright, so first, do a manual. And then I want to see what happens if you get it wrong. I have a hunch that if you get it wrong, she just becomes hostile and attacks you. I have a feeling. But this isn't my quick save. Try it again. That was not my quick save, chat. I don't know why it put me there. There we go, perfect. So, blah blah blah. Let's swap.
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? But curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped.
I bet it doesn't work. I bet she just goes hostile and attacks us.
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
Alright. Yeah. I'm assuming it just attacks you then.
Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Killed the white into his own junkie white though. Except cut it down.
Yeah.
Time to end this.
It seems it really is just a case of if you fuck it up, you gotta kill it.
Shit. Screwed up with the curse. Regis will get what he wants though. What is that?
Yeah. I mean, at least this shows us whatever the fuck's in here, right? Which doesn't seem to be much. Yeah. So that's definitely the bad way. In any case, let's reload our manual. I just wanted to see what it'd be like. Alright. Let's speak. Wait, where is she? She was right there.
How might I be of...
Thing.
Is it because of a time of day where it didn't really compute well enough? The hell? Where is she? Alright, let me rest. Get our decoctions back, make it day. And then we'll go in the basement. And we'll also see if we can find her in there, right? And then we'll do the side quest, go make that sword I want. Oh, a little bit more. There we go.
Need a coffin.
Now let's get our decoctions back on the go. I feel so weak out the buff from the toxicity. There it is. And then level 48, yeah.
How might I be of...
Maybe I've got to finish the quest fully before it pops up. Or she pops up. Would be somewhat strange. But so be it.
Maid Matilda. Oh, I've a...
So down here and to the right. Correct indeed. And then there'll be more than 5 days. Alright, well.
My stomach growls.
Let's see here. let's go do this next. And we'll also go make that sword while we're over there. Right, so let's see. Grandmaster Smith, it's you.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Built on the pale.
There we go.
Greetings.
Craft something for me.
Would you? Of course.
Steel sword. This is exactly what I want right here. I believe. Let me just double check. This is the sword that I do indeed want. Let me see. Equipment. Two Saint Knights steel sword. Not Two Saint steel sword. Ooh, that was close chat. I almost made the wrong thing. I think. Yeah, I almost made the wrong thing. Two Saint Knights steel sword. Where is it? It is. Yeah, I almost made the wrong sword, chat. Ooh la la. Craft. Beautiful. And then let me get that shit equipped.
Good luck.
Inventory. Man. It's beautiful. Now let's go put the rune on it.
New customers and old alike.
Oh, my mouse just escaped to my second monitor. You'll love to see it.
It's available from the butcher in Sunset.
And now my character can't be controlled properly.
Fresh
There we
sausage,
no.
tripe, and other offal
There we
daily.
go. Alright. I suppose we'll do the side quest first, and then we'll go get the rune
Her most
sorted.
gracious Duchess has hired a witcher.
And then we'll finish up the main quest, like Cage Au Fou or something, or Foul, or whatever.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
I probably should have been around. Probably would have saved time, right? I don't want to take the risk. I can't remember if that leads up to where we want to be. But I'm not convinced it
A
does.
fruitful hunt to you,
How about
Witcher.
this is here? No, hold on. Who are you?
May I get you anything?
No. Yeah, I definitely should run around, chat. I fucked up. No matter. Hold on, what's going on over here? Okay, I have to check something real quick. We are good. Spontaneous profits.
Did you kiss our sweet shining sun? Welcome to the fest.
Yeah, have a look at the spoon.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
I guess I will then.
See you
I
later.
guess I will.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebioda.
Alright, what do we have down here? Well, I think we know where it goes. I have a sneaking suspicion. I will leave it till last though, while I loot the rest of the cellars. Alright, perfect. Open sesame. Fuck. book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for Beauclair Rabbit on the last page, there are only a few carefully written lines. Lebioda's Reaping Ruins. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts and at last I found it. I know now what the spoon key I pitched at auction unlocks. There's nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorfon, the elven priest of the goddess Danamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple said to be somewhere in the Beauclair forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes. Not to mention the other priceless treasures this Grandmaster Chef was still kept in the kitchen when he perfected his art. As the page is covered with a large, greasy stain. Well, I never. I talked to her about it? No.
See you.
Our sweet shining sun.
We cannot. She does not give a flying fuck about it, chat. She couldn't care in the slightest. Alright, let's go get the rune on the sword. And then we will finish this quest. And then back to the main quest. Where does it take us, by the way? Curious. Up there. I mean, that works, right? Because we can do this, this, and this. I suppose. Yeah. But, first things first. Let's go get that rune. Let's go get that rune. Let's get the rune sorted.
Hope it rains like this come sowing time.
The world's never-ending creation.
Right, hand some gear for me. Alright, we need Zoria, Valus, and Perun. Zoria, Valus, and Perun. Zoria, Valus, and Perun. Zoria, Valus, and Perun. Zorius, Valus, and Perun. Zoria, Valus. Oh. Zoria, Valus, and Perun. Perun, Zoria, and Valus. And then bada bing, bada boom. Hell yeah. Perfect, chat. And now we have our gear fully sorted. It's beautiful. I would consider switching up a Gwensal intensity with vitality regen, but honestly, I don't want to waste the resources in doing that. There's every possibility that, one, it wouldn't be that big of a deal in health regen. Two, I feel like the Gwensal intensity makes sense anyway. And three, the new DLC, some from the songs of past or whatever, would invalidate us doing that anyway. You know? There might be like new gear or systems in play when that DLC comes out to make us doing that a waste. Oh,
I work from
I just
dawn to
okay.
dusk.
Well, I guess we'll do that once we're done here.
that.
Yeah, faster, faster!
Good luck,
That
mate.
works out perfectly, right? And then we'll do Regis. And then this would be one episode then, which is perfect, really, if you think about it. What is this? Monster nest, place of power. Monster den. Why did he pull out Erendite? Wait. I'm confused. Because I was doing no damage. Like, I'm doing no damage. Why am I doing no damage? What? Like, I tried both swords too. Like, I pressed 1 to pull up my steel sword. Did no damage. And then it pulled up the right sword
Show me what you
automatically.
got.
Still no damage. Look, steel weapon. Doing no damage. Why am I doing no damage? Dude. Alright, fine. Dude. I don't understand why I'm doing no damage. Dude. Why am I doing no damage? What? Why am I literally doing 0 damage? What? No, it's right. Wait, what? I am... What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Let me reload the manual. It seems we have run into an unfortunate bug with the sword.
How might I...
Let me go through this again, chat, and I'll see you guys when we have the sword when we're back at the place. Alright, here we are. We have the sword again. Got the rune right. It's not broken. Let's see if it happens again.
The world's never end.
Enhance gear. What do we need again? Zoria, Ballast, and Perun. Zoria, Ballast, and Perun. Perun's done. Zoria. Ballast. Where did it go? Boom. Boom. Alas. Zoria. Okay, so now if we look at enchanting, ready to put on. Alright, let me
Thanks.
do a quick save right here.
The world's never end.
That might have just been a one-off bug. okay. It looks fine.
Thanks.
Still fine. Let's see if it breaks again. Like it did before. And I'm pretty sure it was fine last time too, until after we fast traveled. Right? So let's see if we get the same result. Let's see. What? Why? Is this a mod? Is this a mod breaking my shit like this? Like, why is this happening? Like, genuinely, why is this happening? Chat, I don't know, man. I guess we just won't put 7s on it then, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying. But, I can only think that it's a mod doing that. Right? That's all I can think. You know what? What if I unequip it and put it on? What then? Let's do some testing right here, chat. And see if we can't find out why this is happening. And if we can't resolve it. If I unequip it.
The world's never...
And then let's try again. Ooh. Oh, no, what are you doing? Alright, so now, in our inventory, there it is, working perfectly. Make another save. And in fact, if I load this save now, will it be broken in our inventory? Let's find out. Yeah. So there's something we have mod-wise that is just straight up not letting us do that. I mean, it could be a vanilla bug, but I doubt it, man. I don't know. We'll just have to make do and leave it blank, I suppose. Sadly enough. No matter. It's not the end of the world, it's not the be all end all, you know, it's a little bit sad, it's a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Wait. Isn't it right there? I think it's because the map isn't loaded. That's why it's not, you know, showing up. But we'll just have to play without having an enchantment on our our steel sword, unfortunately. You know, it's upsetting a little bit, but whatever. At least our silver sword isn't breaking. That would really be fucked up. Oh well.
Get going.
Oh well. This is what it is. I would 1000% prefer to have the enchantment. But you know, this is what it is. Anyway, let me get my decoctions replenished. And then we'll put our decoctions back on. And we'll just play then, you know. Whatever, man, that's good enough. Got quite a bit of daylight still. Troll decoction. And then our Ekimara decoction. Yeah, I mean, look at that. You can tell how broken it is, but the fact that that's 2 shots without the stupid nonsense. Oh. Sure. I mean, that's one way of doing it. Set them on fire. Is it a bomb? No, it's not a bomb thing. We're gonna actually go in. Hi guys, how's it going? How's it going? Why are we not getting healing from the Ekimara? Oh, whatever. It is what it is. What do we have in here? Quite a bit of loot. What the fuck are you? Well, I know what you are. I can see what you are. I just don't know why you're in here. Or whatever. Oh, didn't get it. Come on, let me get my loot. Can I get it from above, maybe? Thankfully I can. I'd have been fucked up if I couldn't get it. Very fucked up. Alright, what do we have here? What do we have in here? Diagram and a diary. Many pages of a journal filled with the lessons deities written in a chaotic hand. It is done. Countess the Socorro's brought Basan Farm, and after so many happy years we have to leave our comfortable abode. When Hubert received the eviction notice, he flew into such a rage it took a great deal for me to calm him. I explained it was already a miracle he'd been able to live so long among men. I fear he will prove unable to control his transformations while he is in such a state. We moved into a cave in the Blasher Forest. He allowed us to take a few possessions from the farm. A bed, a table, and some candles. Things aren't so bad. The cave was a bit damp, true, and one night I can already tell it will play havoc with my joints. Hubert had an attack when he heard me cough. He screamed he would return to the farm and sink his teeth in the Countess. I have a bad feeling. Hubert has disappeared. I'm terrified. Shivers run down my spine. I can taste blood in my mouth. I fear Hubert has gone off to kill. What will become of us if he loses all control? The remaining pages are torn out. Claw marks visible on the back cover. Okay, so we did come across a village with one werewolf in, right? So that was probably Hubert, and then she probably lost control, turned into a werewolf, and then we just killed her. So they're both dead, and all because they got evicted. Fucked up. Very fucked up. Alright. We'll do this then. Have a little look around here, then do these 2 question marks, then come down here. Let's go.
Show me
Let's
what you
go. Oh, there's a bunch of wolves there. Fortunately, or rather, fortunately for them, I'm not here for them. Oh, blue. I'll take it. I feel like I'd die if I jump down there. Let me drop down. Oh, luckily it wasn't a death drop, but you know, it could have been. Alright, what's in here? Was that a key used or? It was indeed. What do we have in here? Holy. The game struggled. Bunch of recipes. I'll take it. Does any of that do me any good for toxicity? Nope. Does not. You guys can read that if you want, so you can understand how to do it, but I'm not reading it. A banshee, huh? What a banshee. Banshees. All taken care of. I suppose she really didn't want us to learn her recipes. Oh. Well, that's that then, I suppose. There's some sort of...
Maybe I ought to turn around.
Oh. Well, never mind that. That's not part of the game world, right over there. We'll put a marker right there, then, I suppose. Hey, Roach.
Could use Yennefer in one of her portals.
I can't even... No, I don't want it. See, okay. Roach, come inside the game world. Yeah. There we go.
Giddy up. Ha!
Let's go. Off we pop.
Maybe I ought to turn around.
World's Edge. That's also not part of the game world. That is fine. What is this?
Let's dance.
A nest? Where do you think you're going? I know, Bell. Get out of here. Let me get rid of this little nest.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
And we will. We will indeed. A bunch of shit right there, which I'll take. And then one down here too. And that works out pretty nicely. Right. And then we'll go check on the person that was cursed. And we'll go back to the register. Alright, what have we got here? A bandit camp. Well, it won't be a bandit camp for long.
Shut up and fight.
There we go. Not a bandit camp anymore, is it? Aye, aye, aye. Just a normal camp. Just a normal ass camp now, chat. Damn, that set me on fire just for walking past it. That's fucked up. Journal. A diagram. Fill the best instance to collect supplies from the Basan farm. Mr. Mr. Lads in the camp as always, instead of free to go strike a deal for Stewart. But Drat's a reasonable chap, never gave us trouble about taking supplies before, but seems to have an easy job. Not like hunting flying monsters or lying in wait for caravans coming down the road. Nikolai and Pablo Gaff not returned. Something stinks and it's not my foot wraps. I'm taking charge of the group to see what's going on. If those peasants represent something to my men, I would use that farm to mouldering ashes. The farm's been demolished, but no sign of Pablo or Nikolai. When I found two hayseeds, so I'll take them back to camp for questioning. Both howl like madmen and mumble constantly about some werewolf. They'll cool their heels in a cage for a while, maybe get some more talkative. And where the bum blazes are my man? Oh, probably dead. Inside the werewolf's belly or something, maybe. Which is probably Hubert. Because if I recall correctly, this was an abandoned site. Yeah, that was Hubert in there. And now there's his wife, and he got evicted from here. Anywho, let's do this shite, and then go back to Red just then. Let's go. Bam. Alright, I'm gonna get off the horse right here. The horse is a tad inconvenient in places like this. I just keep stopping.
What's going on there?
Now I shall sway you, fiend. While my waiting.
Alright, let's get it. Let's go to Corvo Bianca then. Oh, wrong place. Almost went to the wrong vineyard. Oh, hold on. There we go. A Hunger Game. Let's see how Marlene is doing.
Maid Matilda. Something tells me it's not just the new vintage then.
What's up?
I don't know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes.
Short.
Years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, You can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
Oh, 1 second, I just noticed, chat. My stream is in the wrong category from last stream. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I fucked it up. Oh well, no biggie. Anyway.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Anyway.
See you later.
Take care with
let's never speak to it again.
You always have warm food awaiting your return.
One thing doesn't make sense to me is that she said she watched her children go old and die, but then she said she was never wed, which, you know, modern times wouldn't be an issue, happens all the time, but in this time period, in this world, isn't that greatly frowned upon? Like, insanely frowned upon? Oh well, who cares? Who cares? Let's go rob her. Well, is it really robbing? Who's to say? What the... I don't know why we can still hear the snarling.
I want to look around some.
I wonder if she gave us the key for that door or not. We'll see. Probably not.
Full.
I bet it's gonna be the last one I check. Oh, never mind. Cheese. Oh, hell yeah.
That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Hell yeah. Did she give us the key for this? No. She did not. So that's all the new side shit done. Let's report back to Regis and call it for this episode. So let's see what happens. And this is sad. By the time we finish up the actual story for this DLC, there probably really won't be much left to explore anyway. You know? So, I probably should have did that while we were over there, but, you know. I don't think I've been in there either, so that's also something to do. But if you actually look at the area, there really isn't much left already. Yeah, that'll be easily doable and relatively. Oh, well, I don't know where we're going, but it's not where I want to go. Relatively short order, but you know. All right, Regis, I got your thing. Yo, Regis. I should kill those things up there, shouldn't I? There might be an issue. Might be an issue. Bit of a long loading screen. Bit of a lengthy loading screen. This is a very long load screen. Is it bugged because of the combat, maybe? Alright, this loading screen's way too long. I'm gonna restart game. It's not right. Alright. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's try. Will it work? Let's find out. Let us find out. Loading screen is suspiciously long again. This is a bit of a dilemma, chat. This might be an issue. This is a bit of a dilemma, chat. Let me relaunch game. Maybe if I kill the monsters up top, maybe that's somehow having an issue with it, I don't know. But we can try, Alright, we're back in. I reloaded the autosave upon TPing here instead. And I'm gonna kill the enemies up top first before going in. And I'm gonna hope that that is what's causing the issue. We shall see, right? Alright. I hope that that was what's causing the issue in there. But we'll see. If not, and it's still in front loading screen, I don't know what to do, chat. I'll be kinda cooked, right? Please. Please. Please work. Maybe you just keep on waiting and eventually it'll work. I don't know. We'll see. This is a bit of a dilemma, chat. This is a problem, chat. I'm gonna cut the recording and see what happens. That's strange. If I press F5, it's making a noise that the game is still going, but nothing's happening. Like, I've been here for a fair amount of time now and nothing's happening. I'm gonna play around a little bit and see if I can't get this to work, because this is kind of fucked up. Alright, I've seen a few suggestions, chat. I'm gonna try it out, but I'm not holding out much hope, right? I think I might be cooked. Oh, my mouse has skipped to the second monitor, as per usual. Alright, let me try. I think the suggestion I heard isn't working. Yeah, the suggestion I saw isn't working, chat. I'm reluctant to verify Steam files because I don't know how it will affect the mod list that I'm using. It might just cook it, I don't know. Well, I guess we're just cooked. Can't continue the game right now. That's unfortunate. I generally don't think there's anything I can do right here to get around this. I don't know. I've deactivated all my mutations with the source section of Toxic Blood, which is what I normally have on anyway. And I'm hoping that this is somehow related. And I'm gonna go as far as meditating my decoctions away. I'm not sure why I have the cat eye effect, or what have you. So let me just get rid of all my potion effects, my decoctions and what have you. There we go. Now let me get out of this cave and see if the game goes back to normal. Like so. Perfect. Like, why is it doing it? Why is my shit going like cat eye effect when I'm down there? It should not be doing that. If I do a quick save and quick load, maybe this will help. Okay. This is promising. Now let's do a manual. Please. Fuck. Fuck. No. Nope. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna try something else. When I'm in the red launcher, there's an option to disable mods. I'm gonna turn that off and then see what happens. It might just completely fuck up and crash, but if we can get it to work even for a little bit to get past that conversation. Then I'll take it. But the disable mods might not even be a thing. The mods we have. Yeah, because I don't think that's the same one as the vortex thing. Now still infinite loading screen. I just generally don't know what to do right here, chat. I think we are cooked for now. Yeah, I mean, I can't get the loading screen to go away. I can't progress. This was supposed to have to call for this episode, unfortunately. I don't have to start playing Witcher 3 for right now. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. That being said, guys, watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. On Twitch helps even more. But regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.